Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to another deep dive into the thrilling world of the bold and the beautiful. Today, we unravel a shocking development that has the potential to shake up the lives of Finn, Steffi, Luna, and Poppy. This revelation, if exposed, could bring irreversible consequences. But what happens when someone else finds out about it and uses it to their advantage? Stay tuned as we dissect every moment of this gripping storyline. Finn and Poppy have been holding onto a life-altering secret, the truth that Luna is actually Finn's biological daughter. This revelation changes everything, especially considering that Luna herself, along with the rest of the world, believes that her father was Tom. If this secret ever comes to light, it would send shockwaves through their lives. Poppy would face the full wrath of Lee, who would no doubt berate and condemn her for hiding such an enormous truth. Meanwhile, Finn's marriage to Steffi could be at serious risk, as this revelation would introduce unforeseen complications in their already fragile relationship. For now, Finn and Poppy have agreed to keep the truth buried, convinced that secrecy is their only means of maintaining stability in their respective lives. However, their delicate balance is thrown into turmoil when Finn receives an anonymous letter, a direct and chilling threat. The letter claims that the sender knows the truth about Luna's parentage and demands a sum of $1 million in exchange for their silence. Finn is shaken to his core. Who could possibly have uncovered this secret? The only people who know the truth are himself and Poppy. The fear that their secret is now in someone else's hands sends a wave of panic through Finn, who realizes that he must act quickly to avoid disaster. Finn immediately starts investigating the potential culprit behind this blackmail. He narrows down the list of people who could have had access to any genetic information that would lead to this conclusion. His first and strongest suspicion falls on April, a lab technician who had access to Luna's DNA test results. April was the only other person, aside from Poppy and Finn, who could have noticed that Luna's DNA did not match Tom's and from there deduced that Finn was the real father. But did she? And if so, would she really go as far as to blackmail Finn for money? As Finn grapples with these questions, he tries to hide his growing anxiety from Steffi, who has started to notice his odd behavior. Steffi, ever perceptive, confronts Finn about his distress, but Finn, bound by the weight of his secret, brushes her off with half-hearted reassurances. But Steffi isn't the type to back down, and the more Finn evades her questions, the more determined she becomes to get to the bottom of what's bothering him. Meanwhile, Poppy is also feeling the pressure. She is terrified that their secret is unraveling, and if Finn doesn't come up with a plan soon, everything they've worked so hard to protect will come crashing down. She considers the possibility that perhaps April isn't the only one who knows. Could someone else have overheard their conversations? Could there be another unseen force at play here? Finn decides to confront April directly. He arranges a meeting with her, determined to gauge her reaction and see if she's the one behind the blackmail. When he brings up the subject of Luna's paternity, April's reaction is one of genuine surprise, or at least, it appears to be. She claims that while she did see the test results, she never made any assumptions about Luna's real father. Finn is left more confused than ever. If April isn't the blackmailer, then who is? The clock is ticking, and Finn knows that if he doesn't comply with the demand, the blackmailer might decide to go public with the information. But he also refuses to be manipulated. Determined to outmaneuver whoever is behind this, Finn devises a plan. He decides to set a trap, one that will lure the blackmailer out into the open. But can he execute it successfully before the damage is done? As Finn's investigation continues, the tension between him and Steffi grows. She can feel him pulling away from her, and she starts to wonder if there's something more sinister going on. The last thing she expects is that the truth about Luna could be the reason behind Finn's erratic behavior. But secrets have a way of coming to light, and the longer Finn and Poppy try to keep the truth hidden, the more inevitable its exposure becomes. Just as Finn starts making progress in his search, Another letter arrives, this time with an even more serious threat. The blackmailer warns that if the money is not delivered within 48 hours, Luna herself will be informed about her true parentage. The idea of Luna finding out this way horrifies Finn. He knows that the truth will devastate her, shattering the trust she has in Poppy and changing her entire sense of identity. The pressure mounts, and Finn finds himself trapped between paying the ransom and risking everything he holds dear. Determined to fight back, Finn and Poppy work together to track down any security footage from the lab, hoping to spot someone who may have had access to the confidential DNA results. Their search leads them to an unexpected discovery: a security log showing unauthorized access to the database. The name attached to the log? None other than Remy, a former employee at the lab who was fired months ago. Why would Remy have accessed Luna's records? Did he sell the information to someone else? Or is he the one behind the blackmail? Finn arranges to meet with Remy, but before he can, another twist sends the situation spiraling even further. Steffi, who has been secretly following Finn after growing suspicious of his actions, overhears part of a conversation between Finn and Poppy. Though she doesn't grasp the full extent of their secret, she realizes they are hiding something major, and she's determined to find out what it is. The next day, Finn meets with Remy, who denies any involvement in the blackmail scheme. However, his nervous demeanor makes Finn even more suspicious. Remy claims that he was paid to retrieve certain files from the database but doesn't know who hired him. Finn presses him for more information, but before he can get any solid answers, Remy abruptly ends the meeting and disappears. It's clear that someone else is pulling the strings, but who? Meanwhile, Steffi begins digging into Finn's activities, convinced that he is hiding something that could impact their family. As she gets closer to uncovering the truth, Finn receives yet another message, this time a warning that if he involves anyone else, the truth will be leaked immediately. With time running out, Finn has no choice but to make a difficult decision. Will he risk everything to find the blackmailer, or will he succumb to their demands to protect his family? As this storyline unfolds, we can't help but wonder, will Finn manage to stop the blackmailer before it's too late? Will Steffi uncover the truth on her own? And if the secret does come out, what will become of Finn, Poppy, Luna, and Steffi? The stakes have never been higher, and the drama is only beginning. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the bold and the beautiful. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest twists and turns in your favorite soap opera. Until next time, stay tuned and keep watching for more thrilling drama.